up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you my Nintendo E3 predictions. Because it's that time of year again. You know what I'm saying? It's E3 time, alright? I mean, last year was so weird with no E3. I mean, everybody just kind of did their own thing, which was alright. It gave us a bunch of little events. But it's nothing quite like E3, alright? All of them like together, press conferences, even though they don't call them press conferences anymore. And most of the companies don't even really do them like that anymore. But it still gets that excitement. You know what I'm saying? That childlike excitement for E3. So, predictions. So again, these are predictions. These are not rumors. These are not leaks. Some of them are based around rumors. Most of them are my educated guesses as being a video game fan for a long time. So, let's get started. So the first one we have is Genshin Impact. So I'm thinking the Genshin Impact is going to be announced for the Nintendo Switch. I don't believe it's on Switch yet. But I know it's on PlayStation. I know it's on PS4, it's on PC. And there are some rumors that it might end up on Game Pass. But I think this is what they announced it's going to be on the Switch, which it should be interesting. I definitely think that 80 million install base is going to do pretty good for Genshin Impact. They're going to make lots of money. I think we'll also get a trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5. We haven't heard anything about this game in a long time. I think this game was announced like what, I think this was the first Switch game announced, if I'm not mistaken. I think this game was announced like back at like that original Switch event, which is like 4 years ago. So yeah, man, like it's time, bro. I think we'll finally get something from that game. That'll be like Atlus's contribution to this conference. So as far as other third-party things, we'll get Kingdom Come Deliverance. So this game has been teased to be coming to the Switch for a while. It's popped up on several like Japanese websites being listed on the Switch. So I think this is where we finally get it, because the game is actually a pretty good game. It's a big, epic RPG. There's no magic, no dragons, nothing like that. It's just straight up fantasy RPG, you know, and it's good. I mean, the combat is kind of hard. You will die, but once you get the combat, you're gonna feel like a badass though. It's gonna be incredible. Alright, I played it on PS4. The game is good. The story is interesting. There is a bit of controversy because people were mad there were no people of color in the game about like 14th century Bohemia. Which, if you don't know about history, it was not a lot of color there other than white. But it is what it is, though. I believe that game's gonna get announced for the Switch. That should be interesting. Okay, so next couple things are based off of rumors. So there's a rumor that there's a 2D Metroid game, something in the line of Metroid Fusion, which is interesting. Now, this rumor has been around for like years, but it's actually popped up again that it's supposed to be done by Mercury Stream. So that's pretty interesting. I can kind of see them doing a 2D Metroid game like that, something to hold us over. Some people have been saying it's going to be Metroid 5, but I don't think they would do that, mainly because it would present a lot of confusion. Because you have Metroid Prime 4, and then you have Metroid 5. People are going to mistake the two. But a sequel to Fusion or a follow-up to Fusion, I can see that happening. And the other rumor is a 2D Donkey Kong game coming from the Mario Galaxy team. So I think this will be very interesting. I dig Donkey Kong. It's the 40th anniversary. Nobody's really talking about that. I don't think it's going to be 2D though. I mean, because if they come out with two of their biggest games at the show that aren't already announced games and they're 2D games, people are going to be like, really? I mean, even though 2D gaming is good, I mean, the Switch has kind of brought 2D gaming back. But if two of your biggest surprises of the show are 2D side-scrolling platformers, I mean, it's not the best look. Those games are probably going to be fun, but I don't know if we're gonna get too. It's possible though. I mean, even though from the Galaxy team, I would expect something different, but you know. So of course, a not so surprise will be a Fire Emblem game. Now, this one I honestly don't know because there's gonna be some sort of Fire Emblem game. Now, rumor has it it's going to be a remake. Alright, I've already did a video about Tullius remakes. I plan on doing a video about Genealogy of the Holy War. You know, if they could remake that game. There's tons of people have already talked about a Genealogy remake. Of course, I already made a. There's also a rumor that there could be a brand new game coming out that's not a remake. Made a video about that as well. You can see all that in the card or in the description, you know. But there's definitely something new with Fire Emblem. Alright, Three Houses did way too well for them to just leave Fire Emblem out. And it's been a couple years now since Three Houses, so something new will come from Fire Emblem. Okay, so Pokemon. So this is the interesting thing. So they're saying that there's going to be a Nintendo, like a Pokemon Presents. The rumor has it first week of June. Now, as far as I can remember, usually the way this works is there is a Pokemon Presents like May, April, March, somewhere around that time period. And then they drop a teaser. And then at E3, we get big trailer. And then at the Treehouse, which is after E3, we get gameplay. That's usually how it works. That's how it works. Ever since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, that's the way it worked. It was the same way for Sun and Moon. It was the same way for... I want to say it was like that for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but I'm not sure. And it was the same way for Sword and Shield. You know, we got a teaser, and then we got some information, and then we got big trailer, and then we got blowout of gameplay. Now, I don't know if they're going to do a Treehouse this year, so, you know, maybe this Pokemon Presents could give us, you know, something that we're not going to get at E3. Now, the rumor here is that there's going to be a trailer for BDSP at the Pokemon show, as well as new information and a release date and an announcement of a beta for Pokemon Unite. Now, I was thinking Shadow Drop myself, because a Shadow Drop for Pokemon Unite would be the thing that would get people hyped to play that game, because people are not really jazzed about Pokemon Unite. And, I mean, I don't see why. I mean, maybe they just don't like MOBAs. I'm interested. I've never played a MOBA outside of the MOBA elements of Overwatch, but I'd totally be willing to play a Pokemon MOBA. But yeah, other people are not so much into it. But yeah, so the rumor is we get a release date, we get a beta date for Unite. They shadow drop Pokemon Sleep, and this is at the Pokemon Direct. So at E3, for the big Nintendo Direct, we'll get more information on Legends Arceus. So maybe a better trailer, you know, something like that. I don't expect too much information on Legend Arceus, because if they don't announce the Super Nintendo Switch at E3, then they're not going to want to give too much away about Legends Arceus, because it's going to be a launch game for that system. At least that's the theory that everybody has. Which brings me to the Super Nintendo Switch. I do believe, like, I'm going to throw in like a 52% prediction that we might get the Super Nintendo Switch at E3. I mean, because the Switch is selling so well. I mean, there's no real need to make a new console, with the exception of the fact that the Switch tech is getting older, games look better, and if they want more ports, they have to at least try to keep up with the big 4K twin consoles. So I do believe we'll get an announcement of the Super Nintendo Switch. Now, don't hold me to it. It's 52%. All right, so there's a 48% chance that we don't. Okay, but I think we will, though. And then, of course, the main event, Zelda. So I think we get another big trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 that gets us more into the story of Breath of the Wild 2. What's going on with that? What's going on with Ganondorf? Why are they underground? What's happening with that? Which means I'm gonna get to do some theories again. I'm so hype about getting able to write theories again, because it's been so dry on the theory front. I want to write theories again. I do. I can't wait. Man, you know something? You know what's not dry? Dead man's face. That is a sweaty bastard if I've ever seen one myself. Alright, so at this point in the video, the memory card was full, and so it stopped recording. So technically what I was talking about for the next 12 minutes, or the 12 minutes that came after this, just didn't come up. It's gone. So instead of reshooting all that, I decided to go ahead and just record the gist of what I was talking about. Cause I didn't find this out until I got into the editing bay. Yay! Alright, so essentially this is a couple things I don't think we'll see, and a couple of things I do think we'll see. So of course I think we're gonna get the new Smash Brothers characters, the last two. I think there's 2 left. I think they're gonna do something similar to what they did in 2019, where they had one at the beginning of the show and one to kind of end the show, and they might even announce that one of them is going to drop that week. And I think that they may also sometime during E3 week announce another fighter pass, because to be honest, I think it's kind of the perfect thing to do, seeing as though that we might be getting new consoles. I don't think they're going to remake Smash a third time, since technically this one was kind of a remake. I don't think they're going to remake Smash again. I think they're going to probably continue the fighter pass so you can have more Smash content while the new system is out. But yeah, I think they're going to get that. I don't think we're going to see Bayonetta 3. Now, I've heard some mixed rumors, but they're just really unsubstantiated. I've never gotten rumors from those people before, so I'm not quite sure. But from everything I've heard from concrete sources is that we may not be getting Bayonetta 3. We may not be seeing Bayonetta 3 at E3. And if it is, it's probably going to be like another pre-rendered trailer type of deal. Okay, so as far as Legend of Zelda goes, so I think this is where we're going to see a lot of the Zelda 35th anniversary stuff. I think this is where they're going to announce they may announce that they're also going to bring in Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. That way, they can have that out of the way. I think they're going to announce that. They might even announce amiibos for those that are immediately going to sell out, and people are going to get mad because the amiibos do things in the game. I think we're going to get that at the show as well. And I think if they don't end it with a Smash character, they're going to end it with Breath of the Wild 2. Because again, I don't know, unless they have some massive surprise like Odyssey 2 or something like that, I think the end is probably going to be more Breath of the Wild stuff. I don't think we're going to get a release timeline for that. I think we're going to get more information. I don't think we're going to get any release information on Breath of the Wild until next year, or maybe the end of this year, like if they do one in the fall. But I think, yeah, we're going to get kind of a blowout on Breath of the Wild 2, and I think that'll be it. I think that'll sum up the Nintendo show. So that's about it. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. Check out my second channel for my Sony and Microsoft predictions, and keep it real, folks.